them naked, leaving the sheet in their hands. Nothing else is said. That verse is one of those strange verses, unless you put it in its context. Who is he? What importance did he have? Why would he get out of bed in his wealthy family's home? Why would he throw a sheet over his body and dash into the streets with an intention to stand with Jesus? It is an interesting little line, but a very revealing one. So what do you say? Everyone was running away, perhaps you're saying. Why not this young man? These disciples who had been with Jesus, they're all forsaking him and they are running. I think that one verse is there probably because this is the young Mark. No one else writes about it. And who else would have known about this story except the gospel writer, Mark? And then, of course, Peter. Jesus had warned Peter, and I want you to see this verse and understand it. It's in Luke chapter 27 and or rather 22 and verse 31. And this is long before this night. Jesus had said to Peter, using his little boy's name, Simon, Simon. Do you have a little boy's name, by the way? I was Ricky. This one grew up with Ricky. Of course, in the Philippines, Ricky can stay with you all of your life, can't it? But most all of us had a little boy's name of some sort. Peter's little boy name was Simon. And whenever Jesus wants to say something very intimate to Peter, he does not use the word Peter, which is a spiritual name given to him, but he uses the word Simon. Simon, Simon, Jesus says. Now listen to these words, please. Indeed, Satan has asked for you, that he may sift you like wheat. But I have prayed for you, that your faith should not utterly fail. The word utterly isn't in the manuscript, but that's what he's saying, because sifting, of course, is a matter of running the grain through the holes. And Jesus is saying, Satan is trying to sift you, and I'm praying that something will remain in you through the sifting process. I've prayed for that. And then he says, when you've returned to me, strengthen your brethren. Peter didn't get that. That's like saying to you Bible school students, the devil has marked a purpose for you. And trust me, he's going to sift you. And the question is, what will be left when he sifts you? Will enough be left for you to return to the Lord and his purpose? Or will you just go astray as a result of the test? Peter didn't understand that, and we don't understand that. Probably no one, but perhaps a couple here who are mature in years understand that when you're young and when you have a relationship with the Lord and you believe that you are absolutely indestructible and you believe that whatever God wants you to do, you will do. The fact is, you have a very real enemy. He really doesn't care about your salvation. He cares about your usefulness. So he'd be glad for you to marry, be successful, and forget totally what your ultimate purpose in God was. Because he can't change God's mind about you. He can't send you to hell because hell isn't open for business yet. And when it's open, he doesn't have the keys to it. Jesus has the keys. He can't cause you to backslide. Although you may choose to backslide, but he can't cause it. What he can do is sidetrack you, keep you from being what God wants you to be, what he called you for in the first place. You know what Peter's answer was when Jesus said, Satan is going to sift you, and I've prayed for you, and when you return, I hope you can strengthen your brothers. You know what Peter said? He said, Lord, I'm ready to go with you both to prison and to death. Of course, he said that before Gethsemane.